Hello, 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 and what is up? What is up? This is Alert Wolf here. Gonna bring you another manga review this time. All right, manga review. Cannot wait. And this one is gonna be of Green Blood Chapter 18. This is also the start of Volume 3. Now, it's funny. Every week, I've been checking to see if they release the new chapter or the new volume, technically. And this weekend I completely forgot to check, but thanks to YouTuber, let's see, I'm gonna display his name on the bottom too, or on the screen. Broken Chains of Fate. He let me know yesterday that the new chapter was up and out on Manga Stream. That's good stuff. Now I will say this: I didn't have time to do it yesterday, actually. So I'm going to do it today. I'm going to do it a little different. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to read the chapter. Hold on, let me make this a little closer. Alright, I'm going to read the chapter live, basically, while I shoot the video. So you're just going to get my first impressions as I read it, and I'm going to talk about it. And, these chapters are usually pretty short. I see only 22 screens here, so 22 pages. And what I'm going to say is, I'm probably only going to do this just for because it's the start of a new volume. I don't think I'm going to do this for every chapter review, but you know what? Leave me a comment after watching the video and let me know if you like me doing it this way. All right, so. Green Blood. All right, so the first page is just the cover, the sleeve art for the volume, which is awesome. It's in red. I've actually seen this picture before, but this is the English version. And this dude on here, I think maybe is their dad. I don't know. I don't even know who he is. He's pretty badass. He's holding a Gatling gun. It's fucking great. So, all right. Okay, the next is Alright, it's just their little title page that they always do at the beginning of every Green Blood volume. And it always tells you that there's funny jokes in here, which I always like, and it always tells you to buy the thing. And yeah, why not? I definitely own Green Blood. I just haven't gotten around to it. But let's see. Okay. And then the third page is just a copy in green, actually. Greening of, or it's just a different box art. This one is for, I guess, the volume art for Japan, which shows two of them on horseback chasing a train or something. So that's cool. Alright. Now waiting for the next page. Alright, so the next page is more... this one's just the cover art. Alright, this is the cover art for computer is being slow on me for the chapter, and it's alright. And this page 5 is just the second page, and it gives us the chapter names, the table of contents, and all that. Okay. Alright, so for this volume, it's gonna go from chapter 18 to chapter 27. So about 9 volumes, right? And the first one, this chapter is gonna be called Genesis. Alright. And I'm going to click on it to get the next page. So, okay. So, really, this chapter doesn't start until page 6. Yeah, and I'm right. It is his dad. So, it's Genesis. Okay. Now, the first page is just a shot of his dad stepping in the room. Alright, so he walks into the room. He walks into the room with his old partner. he's talking about how they're getting in their panties in a bunch over Iron Butterfly, and he's like, "What's with the stink eye? We haven't seen each other in so long. Don't I get a hug?" Because the leader of the gang pulled out his gun. So, all right, next page. Wow, that's how nasty Brad's father is. Brad's father, the other guy draws, the leader of the gang, and Brad's father shoots the gun out of his hand, and he didn't even draw. You know, it basically shoots his hand. So he's like, "Please, we shouldn't wave such dangerous things around." He's like, "Edward, why did you come back?" And all right, just waiting for that next page to load up. Yeah, my computer's slow. I need to get me another one. That's what I need to do. But there we go. Either that or manga stream's pretty slow. Okay, there we go. Here's the next page. Wow. Okay. So he's like, "Why did you come back?" Basically, the guy who ran with his tail between his legs, after abandoning the Gravediggers, and he's like, "Gravediggers? You still playing those kids' games?" He's like, "Oh, okay. So did you come back for your son?" And he literally, this is Brad's dad, and you wonder why he wants to kill the fucking bastard, but this is literally what he says. "The brat that fucking bitch turned out from a cunt." That's I quote. I'm sorry, guys. This review is gonna be a little dirtier than normal, but wow, man. If he's gonna be the new villain of of at least this chapter, I can't wait, because his dad seems badass. Ho ho! Wow. So all this time, you think it's Kif as the big villain, Mr. Joker wannabe, and it turns out that he spoke to Kip before this goes down. So he may have been the one orchestrating this war, or giving him the go-ahead. Because he's like, "Hang on to your britches, the shit's about to hit the fan." And I'm Gene, anyway, we call him Gene, that's his name. But yeah, wow. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, I can't get over the artwork. Artwork is so good. Alright. Now you have in the next page, the detective is trying to take money from basically from Luke, because Brad owes him the money, I guess, for finding his father. But I thought that was funny, because he had been paying him all along, so I think he was just trying to screw him. The next page is basically Emma pays him and kicks that douchebag out, and she's trying to calm Luke down. And just waiting for the next page. There have been pretty good reveals so far, so I'm kind of liking this. All right. Then he asks her, "Yes, Emma, I thought, what was Brad's true self? I thought I knew him, and we've lived together our whole lives, but apparently I never knew him at all." So, and that's honest and a fair question. All right, and she's about to spill the beans to him. She's like, "You're a good kid. The sky's the limit. You're a hard worker." But Brad didn't have a choice. And from the instant, in that instant, from the sea of his mother's blood, Grim Reaper was born. Wow, what a panel! What a panel! Your mother was murdered by your father, Edward King. He's the man who stole the happy life the three of you had. There you go. That's the reason. That's the reason. And I'm sure there's more of a story than that, but that is pretty good. So he is the villain. Stupid stream site is slow on me. Alright. They show a flashback scene of them burying the mother. He goes after Jean. He's like, "Oh, you were Edward's kid, so what do you want?" Alright. We're waiting for the next page to load. You know what? I think if I do this again by the next volume, I have to have a better or a faster machine. And alright, so he asks, what do you want? He's like, Edward King's head. And that's pretty cool. And you know what? I'm probably going to make this into my thumbnail. And, you know, 6-year-old kids have tons of dream, but not for Brad. All paths led him to becoming the Grim Reaper. Because he just wants to kill his father. And the next page, he's detaching himself from every one of his emotions. The only emotion he could erase, obviously, was the love for his brother and the hatred for his father. Well, that might be the page I use, because that's pretty badass. So basically, for the feelings of him, his father, or his mother's true self. Ooh, and here's a great double panel. They show us basically, you know, basically she's explaining that Luke was the way he kept his humanity, and that's pretty cool. And we already knew that. This is all. Some of this right here is all stuff we know. Come on, manga stream, stop being slow, and load the next page already, the final page, so I can see it. You know what? I mean, I don't know if I'm going to do this again like this. I may just do this beginning of every volume, and it's going to be a while before the next volumes, because this one's just starting, so I don't know. But I tell you what, I really need something faster between now and then, because I don't know how people do these live things, because if their machine isn't doing it fast enough, you got these lag times. And, you know, I guess lag is boring. But, alright. And the last page is loading as slow as possible. Everything else is loading before the last page is loading. That's beautiful. There we go. So a lot of white. And, alright, so that's how the chapter ends. It's just a scene of his mom. Brad is, you know, a scene of the three of them happy. And that's his humanity. So, what did I think of this chapter? I think you know by, just by my reactions. I loved the chapter. I mean, part of it was, you know, we got a lot of flashback, and I know people aren't too keen on flashbacks, and a little bit of action. But, as we did get some flashes of Brad's battle in the middle of the war of the gangs going on right now. So that was cool. But, yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna give this thing a 4 out of 5. It was great. We got a lot of story. I mean, some of the story we already knew, but, it was pretty good, you know? Just a better glimpse into who's Brad's father. Edward King, is awesome. Brad and Luke's dad. He's an evil man. And if he truly was responsible for his mother's death, that is not right. So, I think he's gonna end up being the real villain of, I don't know if the show, but at least of the volume. So, yeah, I am glad that Green Blood is back. This is on the heels of Tron being canceled on me, so I just lost Tron, and apparently Young Justice and Green Lantern got canceled on me too. I'll talk about that in another video. So I was feeling pretty bummed, and then I get the news that Green Blood is back, and that just lifted me right up. So, click it up if you like it, comment if you must, and please subscribe if you can. And this is Alert Wolf signing out.